So dear friends, now we are starting in the English session. English. So I would like to know from you that we have done quiz already. So that is enough because the repeating quiz again. Do you want to repeat the quiz again in the last? No. Let's see. So dear friends, so yesterday we have learned that in the human body, energy flowing on the backside, the name of this energy is Tai Yang. We divided this energy in two parts, upper and lower Tai Yang. And upper Tai Yang is also called SI, small intestine, and lower Tai Yang is also called urinary bladder. In this way, the meaning of Tai Yang is SI plus UB. So what is the meaning of upper Tai Yang? Because I'm telling you, the upper Tai Yang supplying the upper part of the body. So where in the upper part exactly? Lower Tai Yang supplying the lower part of the body. So where in the lower part exactly this supplying? So if we see the human image in this way, the starting point of the upper Tai Yang is fingers. And the upper Tai Yang is starting from the fingers going till the head region. In the head region, we are changing the name of this and then we are telling it lower Tai Yang. So the union point is available on the face, on the head. Then I ask you, tell me, where upper Tai Yang is starting? Then your answer will be fingers. Okay, where upper Tai Yang is ending? So the answer will be, it will end on the head region. As soon as upper Tai Yang is ending, lower Tai Yang is starting. So lower Tai Yang is starting from the head region, going down, 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 supplying the whole body. So if I ask you, tell me the location of lower Tai Yang. Tell me the starting point of the lower Tai Yang. Then you can tell face. Let's see this image. Because upper Tai Yang has been given the responsibility of the back part of the body. Not only upper Tai Yang, either it is upper Tai Yang or it is lower Tai Yang. They have been provided the responsibility to supply the back part of the human body. So if we see this image, look at this image. So just Imagine this image in this way. So this is the human body. We are looking from the side. And this is the thumb, this is the index finger, middle finger, ring finger, small finger. If I ask you, tell me whether thumb is on the back side or small finger on the back side, then the answer will be definitely a small finger is on the back side. So Taiyang has been provided with the responsibility to supply the back part of the human body. That's why they're starting from the small finger. Then it is going upward, supplying the neck region. And as soon as it is ending on the face, the other channel, other same river, and we are changing the name, then we are telling it lower Taiyang, starting from the head region and supplying the whole back part of the human body. Because the responsibility of this lower Taiyang is supplying the back part. So the upper Taiyang is starting from the small finger, start, ending on the head region, and lower Taiyang is starting from the head region and supplying the whole back part of the body, because Taiyang means who is supplying the back part, and ending on the legs. So the head is the junction of upper and lower Taiyang. Upper Taiyang, also called small intestine meridian, lower Taiyang, also called urinary bladder meridian. So small intestine meridian is starting from the small finger, ending on the face. And urinary bladder meridian is starting on the face, supplying whole back part of the human body and ending on the legs. And there is one very beautiful rules of the energy flow. Any meridian like Taiyang, the Taiyang meridian is starting from the small finger, or we are telling upper Taiyang, or a small intestine meridian is starting from the small finger, small finger. And see the beautiful energy rules. What is beautiful energy rules? If starting from the small finger and ending also on the small toe. So this is the end point of Taiyang. So lower Taiyang is ending here, which is called urinary bladder meridian. So this is the last point here, last point. So Taiyang is starting from the small finger and ending on the small toe. Let's see the meridian route. Look at this image. In this image, we can see very clearly a small intestine meridian starting from the small finger, that is also called upper taiyang. It is not starting from the index finger because index finger belong to the front side. Then this is supplying the small finger side of arm or ulnar side of the arm. Then further it is going and even supplying 1 minute. It is going from the backside only of the arm. Even when we are reaching on the shoulder region, it is supplying the back part of the shoulder muscles. It is not supplying the anterior part or front part of the shoulder. Crossing the neck, and finally, it is ending on the face. So this is the small intestine 19, which is ending just on the tragus of ear. So SI19 is the last point of small intestine meridian. So a small intestine meridian is starting from the small finger, ending on the face at the location of SI19. Now, the continuity is there in the form of urinary bladder meridian. So urinary bladder meridian is starting from the face. We can see the location of bladder 1, bladder 2. But this meridian belongs to the back part of the body. So this meridian will turn immediately on the back side. It is turning on the back side. So crossing the head region for going in the back side and reaching on the back side, supplying the back part and further going down, supplying the whole upper back, middle back, even lower back and buttock part of the body. And even it is going in the same way, crossing the all back part of the body, including the spine and the back part of the leg. So we can see, even we see the calf muscle. It is supplying the back part of the leg. It is not supplying the front part of the leg. And finally, it is ending in the small toe. What a beautiful energy rule. Starting from the index, starting from the small finger, ending on the small toe. That is the root of Taiyang, upper Taiyang and lower Taiyang. Union point on the head region. So if someone is suffering with the lower back pain, someone is having lower back pain, which is in the bladder meridian, we can treat this person anywhere in this route. Someone is suffering with the buttock pain, lower back pain, lumbar spondylosis, because we know this meridian is starting from the small finger. So we can treat in the small finger, we can treat in the wrist side, where our this small intestine meridian going. So we can treat this person in the finger, in the lower arm, in the shoulder region, in the face for lower back pain, because now we know the flow of energy. Because as per the acupuncture, the meaning of bladder is not just the urinary bladder, who is responsible with urination. The meaning of bladder meridian is spine, back part of the body, back part of the knee and all. So a small intestine and bladder meridian together called Taiyang, and they follow the responsibility to supply the back part of the human body. and they are having very greater yang energies. Not only this, when any bacteria, virus, pathogen want to enter in your body, this is the first defense system made by Taiyang, made by small intestine and UV, who stop the pathogen and prevent the entry. So if your Taiyang is stronger, then pathogen cannot enter. But if a defense system is poor, then pathogen will enter and will create the infection inside. So the outermost defense system is created by Taiyang only. In the human body, there are two types of energies flowing. One energy who is flowing the superficial level, and another energy who is in very deep inside. If we want to bring the balance in the human body, then we have to work on the outer level as well as the deeper level. And we can do that. What is outer level? What is deeper level? The meaning of outer level is that is called organ clock cycle. What is organ clock cycle? The organ clock cycle means this is under the rule of this cosmic energies. Either we are sleeping or we are talking, walking, eating, whatever we are doing, but we are the part of this cosmos. So this cosmic rays are charging our body in very systematic way. Every 2 hours, our different body organ and meridian is getting charged, and this is a fixed sequence, very beautiful sequence. Morning 3 to 5, this is the time of lungs. This cosmic rays will do the charging of lung, and lung will get charged with full of vitality. Then only lung is able to perform well. So when this cosmic ray is charging the lungs, lung is having receptor to receive the energy. Suppose some person is not having this receptor in a proper manner, receptor become receptor is damaged and unable to receive the cosmic chi, then we'll declare that this person is having poor lungs. And when this patient rushing to acupuncture doctor, we are stimulating the points over the lungs, and again the person is receiving this cosmic energy and bringing normal health. So what we are doing, we are just making the person normal, appropriate, perfect to receive the cosmic energy. In the same way, every 2 hours, different body organ and meridian is getting charged. So we are having total 12 meridian. They are getting charged one by one for 2 hours, 2 hours, then 2 hours, then 2 hours, then 2 hours. And this cycle is starting from the lungs, morning 3 to 5 a.m. Then large intestine, stomach, spleen, heart, small intestine, urinary bladder, kidney, pericardium, triple wormer, gallbladder, and liver. Liver is the last one. And as soon as liver finished, again lungs is coming. We will discuss this thing in detail later on. Right now, what I want to tell you, we are having 12 body organ. They are getting charged in a very systemic way, and time is decided by this cosmic. This is this is fixed timing. The morning 3 to 5 is the timing of lungs only, and lungs is getting charged. Some person is telling morning, I don't feel good. in particular time. Suppose someone is telling, I don't feel good at morning 10 a.m. It means spleen is poor. I don't feel good and my BP become high at 12 afternoon. The 12 afternoon is the time of heart, means heart is having some disturbances. Or evening, I feel feverish at 4 o'clock. I don't feel good. I don't feel good in the evening. So we have to correct that organ. So this timing is very accurate timing as per our diagnosis purpose only. Diagnosis purpose also. So if someone is complaining you that I'm suffering with some problem in some particular timings, then we can take the help of this organ clock. We can, oh, this person is suffering with this organ problem because he is having problem in the evening 5 to 7 p.m. means kidney is deficient or kidney having some problem. So just rectify the kidney problem, person will become normal. So this is the superficial energy cycle, or this is also called organ clock energy cycle. We are having one more cycle that is very deeper, that is flowing the deeper level, that is called five element cycle. We are made by the five element. In the five element, we are having different element. We are having even fire and water. So we are having so many different type of opposite elements. They are balancing each other. They are helping each other. Suppose if we are not having fire, this is problem. If we are having more fire, this is the problem. So we should have all the things in proper ratio. Then we will declare. Then we can declare that we are a healthy person. So if this five element cycle is get disturbed, then we have to balance it. So we can balance the person at the deeper level. So healthy body means the superficial energy flow and deeper energy flow both are in balance, or the organ are getting properly charged on their turn as per organ clock, and all the five elements are perfectly balanced, then we are telling it five element balance cycle. Now we're proceeding for the, we were discussing about the tai yang who supply the back part of the body. Now in the same way, who supply the front part of the body? Who is giving energy to the eyes? Who is responsible for the teeth pain, throat infection, chest pain? Who is responsible for the gas, acidity, indigestion, pain in the frontal part of the body, pain in the frontal knee? Who is responsible for this front part? Answer is Yang Ming. So the meaning of Yang Ming, who supply front part of the body. Whatever problem we face in the frontal part, responsibilities goes to the Yang Ming. We can divide it in two parts, upper and lower Yang Ming. Upper Yang Ming is connected with the upper part, lower Yang Ming connected with the lower part. Both are the only one river, but in the upper part we are telling upper Yang Ming, in the lower part we are telling lower Yang Ming. Tai Yang is the greatest Yang. Tai Yang, one of the greatest Yang. But when we move to the front part of the body, Yang Ming, that is also having very good Yang, but not like Tai Yang. So the second term is belong to the Yang Ming. Yang Ming also having good Yang, so we are telling it right Yang or righter Yang. So righter Yang means Yang Ming, who supply the frontal part of the body. So Yang Ming also called right Yang. We can divide it in two parts, upper and lower. Upper Yang Ming, also called large intestine meridian. This is the other name of upper Yang Ming. And lower yang Ming also called stomach meridian. It means large intestine plus stomach, both together called yang Ming, and their responsibility to supply the frontal part of the body. If someone is suffering with any problem in the frontal part, we have to treat either LI or ST. So because they belong to the frontal part of the body. So look at this image. If we look at the fingers, so tell me which finger is in the front part. So whether these fingers are in the front or a small finger in the front. So definitely thumb and index finger are in the front side, not the small finger. So our yang Ming is starting from the index finger, which is the front side finger, and following the frontal side of the arm. So the large intestine is starting from the index finger, means yang Ming is starting from the index finger. And yang Ming also ending on the index toe. It is also ending on the index toe. So the upper yang Ming is large intestine, who is starting from the index finger. And lower yang Ming is stomach, who is ending on the index toe. So index to index, that is the root of yang Ming. And the responsibility of yang Ming to supply the frontal part of the human body. So if I ask you, tell me, what is the root of large intestine or upper yang Ming? Then your answer will be starting from the index finger. Then going in the upper side of the body, ending on the face. Then the further it is starting from the face, supplying whole front part of the body and ending on the index toe. So the upper yang Ming is large intestine and the lower yang Ming is stomach. Let's see the root. So we can see this is the location of large intestine 1, who is starting from the index finger. Then this is the crossing the arm and going from the frontal side of the body, frontal side of the arm, because this is having responsibility to supply the frontal part of the body, even supplying the frontal part of the shoulder joint. And finally, it is ending on the frontal side of the face, just near the nose. Li20 is the last point of large intestine meridian. So we are having total 20 points in the large intestine meridian. Now, the continuity in the stomach meridian, which is starting from the face only. So look at the stomach 1, starting from the face. Then it is supplying the frontal part of the face and teeth. Then further going down, crossing the throat region from the front side. Then supplying the chest region from the front side. So now, if someone is suffering with a throat pain, throat infection, stuffed nose, definitely we can treat the yang Ming. Look at the stomach meridian. Stomach meridian is just not the stomach organ who is responsible for the digestion. The meaning of stomach meridian, who is also connected with the lungs, with the heart. And when someone is suffering with a lung problem, with a breathing disorder, with a heart problem, with a cardiac arrest, we are getting very wonderful point on the stomach meridian. Why? because it is crossing the heart and lungs or frontal part of the body. That as per the name, definitely it will cross stomach as well. We can see here. This is also crossing the stomach region, and we can see very beautifully it is crossing the stomach and the part of intestine, small and large intestine. So we can also treat the gas, acidity, indigestion, because this is having responsibility to supply the frontal part of the body. So either we talk about the frontal part of the chest, frontal part of abdomen, frontal part of the legs, frontal part of the knee, and finally it is ending on the index toe, because starting from the index finger. So this is the last point of the stomach meridian, that is stomach 45. In this way, the first we have discussed the thigh yang, which is the greatest yang. Then second number goes to for the yang ming, which is brightest yang. So the outermost defense system of the human body is created by thigh yang. And defense system, second level of defense system is created by yang ming. So when any pathogen want to enter in a human body, first has to fight with the thigh yang, then will fight with the yang ming, then only can enter. If our these defense system are stronger, then pathogen cannot attack the pathogen can attack but cannot enter. So enough for today. Now we already completed the quiz, so I don't think it is needed to do the quiz again. So thank you so much. If you are having any suggestion, you can put in the group. Now see you tomorrow. Good night.